Hello, fellow wanderers. My name is Endry, and thank you for joining me as we wander through a little more of EQ Titan, a new player tutorial. In today's video, we're going to go over account creation, both for EQMU.com and for EQTitan.com. The purpose of this is to get you to be able to log in to the in-game client, as well as to be able to log into the EQ Titan forums, both of which will become important very soon. We're going to start off with eqemulator.org, and don't worry, I will provide the links in the description below in case you missed out on any of them. Here on the main page, we're going to go over to register. You go ahead and click that. It's going to take you over to a page somewhat like this, terms and conditions. Go ahead and read through them, agree to them, and move on. We'll get to the registration page. The only thing you have to fill out on these pages is the first two of these blocks. Pick a username. I went with Endry. Go ahead and make it something that you'll remember. And you're going to make a lot of these, roughly 6 if you follow my advice. So what I recommend is just when you go to make another one, put a 2 or a 3 at the end. And then keep in mind, you're going to need to have an email address for each forum account that you make. Not for each login, just for each forum account. And like I said, you'll need about 6 of them. So go ahead, put in your chosen username, put in your password, put in an email address, and then here it's going to ask you one of 2 questions, the first or second expansion. If it's the first expansion, you want to put in Kunark, K-U-N-A-R-K. If it's the second one, you want to put in Velious, V-E-L-I-O-U-S. And then down at the bottom, what game is this forum for? Well, for EverQuest. So go ahead and put EverQuest, put in your birthday, scroll on down. Most of this you don't really need to worry about, and then click Complete Registration. If you need more email addresses, just set up some temporary Gmail ones. You just need them long enough to activate the actual accounts. After that, we're really not going to touch these accounts much unless you need to add more characters. But as far as the activation is concerned, it's a one-time thing. You're going to get the message that says, go to your email, find our verification email, and this is what it's going to look like. Go ahead and click this link here. That's going to take you back to the EQ Emulator forums. Now, I've already registered this account, so it's not going to show exactly what you'll see, but basically you'll be taken back to this page, and you want to go over here and click Home. Now, it might have logged you in after you've done your activation. It may not have. If it hasn't, just go up here, put in your username, put in your password, click Login. It'll take you to a redirection page. Go ahead and redirect. And what we really care about over here on the left-hand side is the Account Systems little sub-tab. SMS verification is for password retrieval, so if you're afraid that you're going to forget your password on your accounts, go ahead and set this up. What it does is it links your account to your phone number. I don't remember if there's a limit to how many of these you can set up in a single period. I think it's 2 per 3 or 6 months. But anyway, go ahead and get that set up if you feel you're going to forget your passwords. And then move on to the login server accounts. So go ahead and click here. It's going to show you your login servers. Yours is going to be blank. I've already got one. But after you've verified that this all works, go ahead and hit Create Account. Here we're going to put in your login name. This is for your client login. So this is basically for the characters you're going to be loading. This isn't for the forum. So in this case, I recommend making it as easy as possible because you're probably going to have quite a few of these. So as you saw up there, my warrior I named Endry Warrior. For my cleric, I'll do Endry Cleric. And then for the additional clerics, I'll just put 2, 3, 4, 5, however many. This makes it easy to remember because you are going to be adding these into forums later to basically be able to log in quickly and efficiently. So, try to make it easy on yourself. Login password. This is going to be your password for logging into the client. I suggest you make this easy to remember and uniform across all of your login accounts. So you're going to do that. You're going to hit continue. It's going to verify that you've created it. And this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky. You can only create 4 of these at once on a particular login. After the 4th one, it's going to say you're locked for a week. Then you can create another one. So what I recommend is you actually make 6 entire forum accounts and then make the appropriate number of sub-accounts. So if you're running 18 characters, make 3 on each. If you're doing 24, make 4 on each. That way, if you ever want to add a group, the most you'll ever have to wait is a week after the prior group you've created. And 24 characters will keep you busy for quite a long time, trust me. And so once you're done there, we're going to move on to EQ Titan, but I think you're going to need to pause here because it does take a little while to create all the accounts. And I'll see you on the other side. All right. EQTitan.com will take you to the EQ Titan servers webpage. There's a lot of stuff you could do on this page that we're going to get into later. I'll have a video dedicated purely to what you can do on this page. But for today, what we're mainly concerned about is creating the forum account. So when you get to this page, go ahead and go to Forums, and then go down to Forum Index and click it. Here, you're going to see the little control bar up here. Go ahead and click Register, and go ahead and read the terms. Click I agree to these terms, and you're going to get to the registration page. Now, I cannot create a secondary forum account because each player is only supposed to have one forum account, and it's really all you need, and you'll see why in a little bit. But go ahead and put a username in here. You're only going to have to make one of these, so make it whatever you want. Email address that they can send a verification email to, so it does need to be a working email address. I've never really seen them send any kind of email to me besides the activation, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Password, you're going to want to remember this because this is going to be really important later for getting all of your characters onto the private server login. Language, you get English. Figure out your time zone, and then this is your secret question. What is your favorite character class? So put your actual favorite character class so that you remember it for later. Once you finish this, and you've got all of your EQ emulator accounts set up, you're done. You're good to go as far as logging into a client goes. But speaking of clients, we don't have one yet. So in the next video, we're going to go over acquisition of the various pieces of software that you're going to need to successfully play multiple characters on the EQ Titan emulator server. So, until our paths cross again, thank you for joining me. Have fun out there and be safe.